There are some genuinely useful pieces of equipment you can add to a home gym, and there are also a lot of gimmicks. Now, I don't want you wasting your money, especially when you really don't need that much. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 pieces of equipment that I think give you the biggest return on investment if your goal is building strength and muscle from home. Minimal space, minimal cost, maximum usefulness. A lot of people think they either need a fully equipped commercial gym or a garage full of expensive machines. And if they can't access that, they fall out of the habit of training. So it becomes no gym equals no workout. And I disagree with that completely. With just a few basic tools, you can train every major movement pattern effectively from home and continue progressing for years. If we strip training down to the fundamentals, a well-rounded resistance program includes 6 fundamental movement patterns: horizontal push and pull, a vertical push and pull, a squat, and a hinge. If your equipment allows you to train those properly and progressively, you're covered. So let's build around that. Number 1, adjustable dumbbells. If I had to choose just one thing, this would probably be it. With adjustable dumbbells, you can cover rows, presses, squats, hinges, and if they're not heavy enough to challenge you for traditional squats and deadlifts, you have single leg variations, single leg RDLs, split squats, pistol squat progressions. Even with moderate loads, these become very demanding. You can also add isolation work, curls, tricep extensions, lateral raises. They're compact, versatile, and they scale with you. If you invest in a quality adjustable set, you can probably use them for a lifetime. Now, there are different types of adjustable dumbbells. Because I do most of my training outside, I lean more towards traditional spin lock dumbbells. They're very simple, very robust. So it doesn't really matter if they get a bit rusty, they'll still work just fine. And they'll probably last a lifetime as long as you look after them. But they are quite slow to switch between weights. So another option is to use a quick change adjustable dumbbell. Not quite as robust due to the fact they have more working parts, but they're much more efficient if you change weights often during a workout. Both great options. I have a set of each. Highly recommended. Just make sure you get a set that meets your needs. Number 2, a pull-up bar. This gives you your vertical pull. And in my opinion, building strength in pull-ups is something that most people should be working towards. It's a fantastic marker of your strength to body weight ratio. But a bar is not just for pull-ups. Even if you aren't yet able to do a full pull-up, hanging from a bar regularly has real benefits. Increased grip strength, improved shoulder mobility, and spinal decompression. These are benefits that are within reach even if you're not yet able to do a pull-up. It's still worth getting a bar, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting down. Now, as with dumbbells, you have multiple options. A full pull-up and dip station like I have is great if you have the space, but a doorway pull-up bar is fine as well. I actually have a doorway pull-up bar in my kitchen. Now that means that every time I walk past it, I can get frequent exposure to hanging to get those grip, shoulder, and spine benefits. One of the best things we can do to start building good habits is make it obvious. And it doesn't get much more obvious than walking underneath the pull-up bar every time you go to the kitchen. So get that set up, and every time you walk past it, hang for a few seconds throughout the day. You'll be surprised at how quickly you start to feel those benefits. Number 3, resistance bands. Not the ones with handles. They don't offer a lot of resistance and they aren't very versatile. I'm talking about the single loop bands. These are often misunderstood. A common criticism is that bands increase in tension as they stretch, which means there's less tension while the muscle is in the lengthened position. And that's true, but that doesn't necessarily make them useless. If you choose a thick band with a significant resistance, you can create a very high level of tension. And tension is one of the primary drivers of strength and hypertrophy. Your muscles don't know whether resistance comes from iron or elastic. They respond to tension and effort. Now, I'm not saying that bands are better than weights. They aren't. They're just different. But bands also allow you to do assisted pull-ups. They can act as a basic cable system if you use a door anchor as well. They're great for mobility exercises and they travel very easily. I'm traveling later on in the year, and the only piece of equipment I'll be bringing with me is a single thick band. That's how useful they are. They're cheap, they're versatile, and they're very underrated. Now, those 3 pieces of equipment plus bodyweight movements like push-ups and dips allow you to train all 6 fundamental movement patterns and then some. And they'll allow you to progress to a very high level. And for most of us, that's more than enough. Now, there are plenty of other excellent tools that I think are worth investing in. Gymnastics rings, kettlebells, slant boards, parallettes, but those are all additions, not essentials. Now, if you want specifics, I've put links to the exact pieces that I would recommend in the description. Some of those links are affiliate links, which just means that I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I don't want you to waste your money on things you don't need or won't give you a good return on investment. So these are things that I personally use or I would genuinely recommend. Now, I want to be clear, you don't need any of this to get started. The first two videos I made on this channel are full body workouts using no equipment at all. You can start with nothing. But if you want to invest in something that will expand your options, keep you getting stronger for years, and remove the excuse of I can't get to the gym, these three items will give you very high return on investment. So keep it minimal, invest in quality, and follow a structured program. That's what builds results. Anyway, that's my top 3 picks for home gym. I'm interested to hear what yours are. What's your favorite piece of home gym equipment? Feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.